Namaste everybody, welcome to Yogini Yoga. I'm Megan Campbell and I'll be guiding you through your practice today. Our practice is focused on the new moon, and the new moon for me really symbolizes that time in my own personal cycle when I've just finished the full moon or the moon cycle. So meaning that it's about 3 or 4 days after my menstrual cycle. And this is ultimately the time when we can start to re-energize, reintegrate, and come back into this area of the symbolism of new beginning. So we're going to get started today right in downward dog. So bringing your hands to the ground, your feet, and then lifting your hips to the sky, and moving around a little bit in your body if you need to help you just awaken the back line a little bit. So anything that might feel good. From here, we're going to start to lengthen and deepen the breath. So we're coming back into some really gentle inversions. And ultimately, in the practice after the menstruation or the moon cycle, we want to start to focus on toning the uterus again. So on your next inhale, you're going to come forward into a high push-up position, plank pose. Now, if this isn't working for you because of upper body injury or issue, feel free to place your knees back and down. So you still feel your core working. We can start to strengthen the core abdominals again now that menstruation is over. So just gently drawing the pubic bone forward, tailbone back towards the heels. Draw the shoulder blades back so the collarbone is broad. And if your legs are straight, you're going to come forward a little bit. We're going to bend the elbows back, come all the way down to the mat slowly. Point the toes, baby cobra, lifting hands if you'd like. Elbows in, shoulders relaxed. So remembering that our core in yoga is the front, back, and side. So if you're strengthening the back body, low back. And we'll lower down, press up onto the hands and knees, and back into downward dog again. And we'll inhale back into plank pose, knees down if you need to as you exhale. Come forward a little bit as you inhale. If your legs are straight, exhale, bend the elbows back, shave the ribs, come all the way down. Stay in baby cobra if you have low back injuries or issues. If not, pull yourself forward and up into cobra pose, elbows bent and in. Reaching through the toes, deep breath, so starting to energize. Get the energy back up. Exhale, lower down. You can press on the hands and knees or back into push-up, inhaling. Exhale, back downward dog. One more time, you're going to inhale forward into plank pose. Exhale, lower the knees down or come hover an inch off the ground if you can. Then inhale, pull forward and up. Cobra, up dog. Just be careful with your spine and your back. And exhale, pull back from the belly into downward dog. And stepping your feet together so your big toes are touching. You want to inhale your right leg up. As you exhale, open and stack your hips, bend the knee and reach through the toes. Keep rolling your right shoulder blade down so you're actually opening your hip, not twisting your spine. And as you exhale, bring that knee forward and really softly place it between your hands. Place your back heel down and inhale right up into warrior two. Exhale to settle into your feet. Make sure that the knee is over the ankle, back leg feels supported. And then you've got this alignment of the pelvis, so tailbone down, lower abdominals in, so really toning uterus here again. And then we're going to bring the right forearm to the right thigh. You can also bring the hand down to a block or books if you have one handy. If not, all the way to the earth. And then take that left arm up and over. Same thing here. Tailbone's down, lower abdominals are up. And you're looking where it's comfortable in your body. Deep breaths. And then take your top hand, your left hand to your left hip. Step your back foot in a little bit closer. Take your right hand out in front. Lift that back leg and come into half moon pose. And maybe extend your top arm up. It's cultivating a little bit of strength and balance. So now you're going to take your top hand down, gently close the hips. If you can, extend through the back toes. Take one or both hands together in front of your heart. Extend them back behind you. I have a wall, or you can extend them out in front of you. So option is yours. And bring your hands down. Bring your left foot to meet your right foot. So now you're at the top or maybe the back of your mat, depending on where you started. Feet together, bend the knees. Inhale up, reach to the sky. So you have Utkatasana. Exhale, sit back like you're sitting in a chair. So symbolically, a time of new beginnings. So you want to kind of purify the old. So you're going to do a little bit of Kapalabhati. That's a forced exhale followed by a passive inhale, like a pumping of the belly, not hyperventilation. So we inhale halfway and begin. Three, two, one. Inhale, straighten your legs, reach to the sky. Exhale, float forward and down, hands to the ground. And exhale, release again. Step your feet back into downward dog from there. Bring your feet together. Inhale your left leg up. Exhale, open up. Use the foot to press back. And then inhale, sweep the foot forward between the hands really softly. Exhale your back heel down. Inhale up into warrior two. Exhale, bend and press. So just settle into your feet. Bring that left hand, forearm to thigh, hand to block or to the earth. Right arm up and over, extended side angle pose. Looking where it's comfortable, down to the side or up. And lift that top hand, look down if you're not already, top hand to hip. Step the back foot in a little bit. Shift your left arm forward and lift your right leg up. And sensing a wall close to me is throwing me off a little bit, so be mindful, it might throw you off your balance today. Right, if we're starting to really honor and respect our cycles, it becomes harder and harder to feel off balance or imbalance than if we start to really ignore them. Bring that top hand down. Right? And we have to remember we're women, so this is normal to go through different stages, cycles, and seasons in our lives. Hips can point down. Hands can stay in front of the heart or reach back. Or reach forward. Inviting the balance into the body, using your breath. And bring the hands down, step your back foot in. Bend the knees, drop the hips. Inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, sit back. One more round of Kapalabhati. So you might be hearing me and seeing me do it through my mouth. If you're comfortable doing it through the nose, even better. If you need to through the mouth so it doesn't feel like you're hyperventilating, feel free. So inhale halfway and begin. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, stand up tall. Exhale, fold all the way down. Exhale, relax a little bit more. And then inhale, step your feet back. And exhale, lower them to the earth. So as I mentioned, this is a really important time for us to start doing inversions to tone the uterus again. So if you're not comfortable going upside down, leave this part out. Go up against the wall, do legs up the wall, Viparita Karani with maybe a block or bolster under your back so that your hips are higher than your heart. If there's another pose that you know and you've practiced before, like shoulder stands, and you've been given guidance into this pose, then go ahead and practice that. Personally, my favorite is coming into headstand. So your hands would come down, forearms on the ground, fingers interlaced, tucking the baby finger in, and you would bring your head down between your hands, lift your hips, and walk your feet in. Now you can and should be able to lift right off your head. You have that much strength. So you could just do it here if you wanted and work with this and building the strength. Just like down dog, it's a mild inversion. So when and if you're ready, you'd start to come up. It's taking about 8 to 10 breaths in your inversion. And slowly coming down. Knees to the ground. And finding child's pose, or if you're in a Viparita Karani position, just roll to your side. And then start to gently sit up. What's really important is that the longer we can hold those inversions, the more benefits we get. So if you have extra time, feel free to stay in it and do this last part after so you can pause it. You're going to come down onto your elbows. You're going to hook your right ankle just above your left knee and start to draw the foot in. If this feels really, really simple in your body right now, feel free to lay all the way down onto the ground. Hook the hands and start to bring the calf or the shin down. Now you might not be able to see this very well, but you're going to take that right hand, extend it to the right, let both feet keep the position that they're in, drop over to the left. So they might meet the ground, they might not. And then use your left hand to gently push the knee away and look over to your right. And slowly come back up with the legs. And place your left foot down, switch sides, so you can come back up onto your forearms. If you're not already there, if you feel like that might serve you better on this side, or you can stay down on your back. So remember, the more we begin to honor our cycles and the different seasons, like adolescence, prepubescence, menopause, perimenopause, all these different seasons that we go through, the easier they become, and it's the same with our cycles. The more we respect them, the less imbalances we start to feel. So left arm with your right hand, start to bring the feet down. Gently press the knee away if that works for you. Try to keep the right side body on the earth too. You might want to pop up or bubble. Slowly bring the legs back up. Place your right foot down, unhook. And you can either let your knees fall open, soles of the feet together, one hand on the belly, one hand on the heart, which I loved and my practice in. Or you can come into full Savasana. It's totally up to you, extending the legs, turning the palms to face the sky, and softly closing the eyes. And relaxing your breath, your body, your brain. And just like the new moon, this new cycle that you're entering into, take as long as you can here in this pose of total relaxation and contemplation to just ask yourself and really feel from the depths of your intuitive self what you think your spiritual purpose is or path. And what can you do to fully take care of yourself in this new cycle so that you can be in better service to others? And if you'd like, going as deep as, why are you here on earth? And stay for as long as you can, listen deeply. Once you're finished, bring yourself to a comfortable seated position with your hands in front of the heart. And set in Sankalpa for this new cycle, dedication or intention, so that you're infusing not only your practice, but your life with meaning. And we'll see you next time. Namaste.